Yeah, it's important to define what equality means. They're using this new word and they're letting it slip, which is their real goal, which is equity. There's a difference. So equality under the law is moral and it is essential. It is the tenets of William Blackstone to John Locke to the brilliance of the Founding Fathers. It is the basis behind the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, and the Sixth Amendment, and yes, the First Amendment as well, which is that you have a right to be free, you have a right to be assumed innocent until the state can prove otherwise against you, which is the rule of law that we take for granted in our country.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today I'm reacting to Kirk. So guys, please stay tuned and let's enjoy this wonderful video together.
My generation, for our entire lives, every conversation about equality has been one like a seesaw. We're taught that you must push one side down to bring the other side up. And that's something that we know is really, it's inherently discriminatory and it's inherently immoral to think that way. So my question is, as a generation, how can we try to overcome that in this country? And how can we teach our children and the next generations better?
Go first.
Yeah, it's important to define what equality means. They're using this new word and they're letting it slip, which is their real goal, which is equity. There's a difference. So equality under the law is moral and it is essential. It is the tenets of William Blackstone to John Locke to the brilliance of the Founding Fathers. It is the basis behind the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, and the Sixth Amendment, and yes, the First Amendment as well, which is that you have a right to be free, you have a right to be assumed innocent until the state can prove otherwise against you, which is the rule of law that we take for granted in our country. And equality under the law is essential and moral. And there's a second type of equality, equality of opportunity. It is admirable. We should strive towards this. This is why Candace and I are advocates of school choice. We're advocates of rebuilding the American family, of increasing literacy. We're never going to quite get to equality of opportunity, but we can get close and we can make attempts towards it. Then there's the third type of equality, which shouldn't even be called equality. It's really equity, or equity of outcome, which is to take from one group to another and to blame discrimination for that disparity. That is evil and it must be opposed at all costs. If I gave $100 to every single person in this room and you came back, some people would go buy some stock on Robinhood, other people would go out and have a nice time at the bar, and other people would just lose the money. When you have liberty, outcomes will be different. It's a hard thing to say, but people will be rewarded for good choices and they'll be penalized for bad choices. That's the price of liberty. And so it's very important that we communicate the differences between equality under the law, equality of opportunity, and then equity, which is really forced redistributionism for a desired result, which is nothing more than a totalitarian power grab.
Right now, just
Yes, I love the way Charlie is speaking. Like, he's just sharing his own opinion, his own view about how it feels. Because he made an example about you giving different people money. Some people are using to do different things, but some people are just doing it in the right way. So if you know you are going to commit crime, you should be able to face the law. If you know you want to do good and be able to, you receive good too. So you don't just do whatever you feel like and feel that there's no law. So I'm happy the way he's speaking to the young ones to be able to learn the good and leave bad behavior behind. Yes. So I don't know. This video is a little bit emotional to me. Like I'm feeling down. Like, I just like the way he was talking about it, like you knowing your purpose, knowing what to do at the right time. So guys, let's continue enjoying this wonderful video together.
to add to that one of the underlining more sinister motives that the left is really after, and the institutions are after, and professors are after, is this idea of collectivizing, right? And to teach you that there's no differences between you and the person next to you, because you guys should all end up the same, and everyone should start the same, end up the same, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And remove race from the equation. Do you or include race? Do you think that LeBron James and I had the same advantages in life on the basketball court? He's a monster. I mean, he's a giant guy, right? And so he was born with certain advantages that other people are not born with, right? And so you have to realize that when the left is doing these sorts of things, what they're really after is trying to teach this idea of sameness, like we don't have different tastes, which is what Charlie is hinting at when he says, if I gave everybody $100, everybody in this room would do something different with those $100. They don't want you to be an individual, and they're trying to teach us there's something harmful and wrong and backwards about individuality. And also at the same time, they're trying to shame you, to make people that are successful to feel shameful about that. It's even in our language. It's coded in our language to make us feel shameful about success. You know, selfishness. That's selfish. You hear that over and over and over again. You have to take care of yourself first, right? Your family second. You bring up talking about how do we make things better in the future. Take care of yourself, and that's really a Socratic idea there, right? Socrates in the very beginning walked around and said to people, how are you doing? Take care of yourself. But what he really meant is that make sure you're doing work individually. Until you are a good person and you are on your own 2 feet, you should not be seeking to change the entire world. Make sure your home is in order before you try to step into somebody else's and make a difference. So really ignore those professors, focus on yourself, and you'll be able to do better in the long run to help others.
Wow, I love the way Candy Owen, the way she speak. Like, gosh, I wish I have that confidence to speak like her. Like, it's very, very educating. Like, this video I learned a lot. It's better you fix your own house before fixing someone else. So it's better you make sure that the way you are, your environment is okay, before you bring in a new law that you have not yet the old one that you implied have not yet manifest. You are going to bring a new law. So how will the people get it? Everybody's going to be confused. Yes. So I feel that we should be account to our own decision. We should not just blame it on anyone. If you are doing bad, blame it on yourself. Don't just say it's the government, is this, is that, is this. Or maybe you're not with your father, or you're not with your mom. You have the right to try to make peace and join them together. Not you saying that, no, I'm doing this, I'm smoking because I'm not with my dad, I'm doing abortion because I'm not with my mom, or I'm doing this and that. So you just have to balance the equation. You just have to make a change. If your parents cannot see that change, you yourself see it and make a change. So guys, please comment below on how you feel about this video. Comment below, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ngal Fashion Store. Fashion makes sense.